Chata mate, kudasai. Wait one. Hold on. Can't imagine anybody to be here today, which is fine with me. Don't plan on being on all fucking night. I gotta guarantee myself I gotta get up. Gotta get up in the morning. I gotta do some things, all kinds of wonderful things. Well, hell, I'm outside having a cold beer. Might as well just go on. Just go on and bullshit for a little bit while I have some coldies. First ones of the day. Actually, that was the first one of the day, and this is going to be the second one of the day. And it definitely won't be the last one of the evening. So let me get this started. Let's see. This is the alternative channel. This is the other channel with the large subs. My channel will be on this week. Another 2 days, I believe it is. And then I'll be back on Robert Wood. So until then, hold your horses. And here we go. It takes the lotion from the basket or it gets the hose again. Takes the love from the basket. Precious. I'm setting the mood. Has to be done. All right, that was beautiful. That was quite lovely. I hope you guys enjoyed that nice, soft fucking tune. Just to get you all into the correct mood. The mood for this place. I mean, it's completely what it is. It's a big-ass fake fucking place. However, the whatever simulation matrix thingy, the world or whatever is blah, 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 I don't fucking know. You see so many fucking numbers every goddamn day, and I debunk for a living. I debunk. And if you get 5 different consistent numbers throughout the days, and they have to have 3 separate contexts for each one of them in 3 separate locations, 3 different ways of checking time or seeing numbers. You always have to question things. For example, I live at the address 3 6s. That's correct. People that know me know I live at an address with 3 6s. Not with, it's 3 6s. That's what I fucking live at. That's my address. Yesterday, I'm in McDonald's, and I went ahead and ordered fucking 2 Big Macs. What the hell? Who cares? Fucking love Big Macs. I love McDonald's. And I got my order number. And my order number, my cousin and I were both laughing, was, in fact, 3 6s. I'm like, what's the probabilities of getting 3 6s? And of all the numbers and people coming through fucking McDonald's, everybody's got a number. They got fucking 4 somethings. They got this, and this. They've got that. My cousin was holding a fucking ticket. His was 665. And then all of a sudden I get mine, and mine is 666. I'm like, God damn it. Really? How the hell did I get 666? I mean, and it's not the first time I've gotten 666 at McDonald's. Gosh.
State your name.
State your name.
State your name. Do hereby pledge allegiance
to the frat.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to
the frat.
With liberty and fraternity.
Liberty and just fraternity.
Amen.
Hells to the yes. Lots of rocking of the tunes tonight because I'm just going to get fucking drunk and stoned. Who cares anymore? And I mean that in a good, positive way. Nothing bad. Mine adds up to 6. Sure it does. Hang in there with that. Rock this tune for a second. Attaboy. house. Animal house.
Animal house.
Dum 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 dum.
He's a real swell guy. Correct with jail because he gave her a try. She dug his best second to none. They started under until it was a hunt. Mr. Jennings got his wig on tight. Found his left shoes always on his right.
Yeah.
Never Mandy had a pillow fight. He ain't moving or staying the night.
To the Pluto.
Come on, baby, dance.
Dance with me.
Baby, if you do,
To the Pluto.
we will get a lay in the bottom.
Love me.
Pluto,
To the Pluto. To the Pluto. To the Pluto.
Let me tell you something. Dean Weimer tried to shut us down, but he fell and he broke his crown. He didn't know about the Delta spoon. He came in handy, he will shut us down.
The Animal House.
Not gonna be an orgy. It's a toga party.
Toga party.
Only 13. Do anything we want. We're college students.
Yes. We could do anything we want. We're from Sagittarius, Earth constellation.
Women. Can't live with us. Live without us.
All right.
Advise while you eat.
Discussion while I have some fucking coldies, and we're gonna call it a fucking night. Who gives a shit? Okay, so for those of you guys who can't catch me live, you can catch me on the rewind. You don't need to be here. You don't even need to watch my fucking videos at all. In fact, you could just get the hell out. You don't have to be around me. You don't have to do anything I say. In fact, I would do nothing I say or listen to anything I fucking say at all. I don't have to say watch my videos because I don't have any videos to watch right now because I've got a strike. And I'm on the alternative channel with all the thousands of subs. So I miss my low channel that they keep taking subs away, and I miss the old crowd back on the old channel. Nobody knows I'm on the high-end channels at the moment, so I'm just rocking this for a little bit, see how it goes. And then I'm in the hot box for 2 more days, and then I get back into the fucking seat. I get right back into the saddle, and then I keep going from there. And we'll see what happens after that. If they take me down again, they take me down again. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Just find some other way to come back on. You can't shut a man down. You can't fucking stop a person from talking. You just can't do it unless you put a bullet between his fucking eyes, which has probably happened more than once. So I don't know. I don't die. Cheers to all that. Hi, Mandela Mile, the only one in there. And you'll probably only be the one in there tonight. So it doesn't matter. I didn't even advertise I'm coming on today because I didn't know I was coming on today. Somebody got me some beer. And I figured I could sit around and watch fucking television. Or I could just come on fucking line and just drink beer, talk to you good folks, see all kinds of crazy shit, all kinds of stuff, you know. Oh, that's number 2, and that's fucking great. I only have 30 more to go, and then I'll have a damn good night's sleep. And once you have enough beers in your system and you sleep pretty fucking solid, And then you go to the other fucking life. 2 different lives, multiple different lives. You just go back to your sleep world, and the sleep world is a whole different fucking world to live in. I mean, how many guys know that maybe, possibly, just maybe that you live 2 different lives? You live one in this fucking reality, which is the dream world, and then you live in the other reality, which is the real world. Or is it the other one the real world? Wait, no. Or this one's the real world, and the other one's the fake world. Or it depends on what world you go to. Never quite sure where I end up, so I'm here now. And because I'm here now, I'm here with you guys now in this place. Those that exist here, for those of you guys that exist here, you live here. So we're here now. But let's talk about some weird things. I'm going to go into some details because people sent me fucking emails. And I wrote down stuff, wrote down things. Wrote down a lot of things. I always write down things. I can't remember anything. I have no memory. Each fucking place I show up, I don't know about the other one. I have no memory of it. I show up here, I don't have no memory of the other one. I show up to the other one, I have memory of that one. But one of the biggest questions I always get is they always talk about the elite, these special units of whatever's peoples that always seem to end up in charge. Doesn't matter. Now, I could tell you, but people don't listen, so it don't matter. Give you the easiest answer in the world. They are a small percentage of the world's population. They don't even have the same genetics. I myself am included in that list. The RH negatives. The RH negatives are not the same species. They are a different species. When it comes to genetics, different species. Now, each and every, I need to go into fucking details, but hold on. Somebody want me to play this song. I gotta take a piss first, and then we'll talk. We'll have it. I'm gonna get drunk.
Here's the sun, so bow your heads in the absence of bombs. Dry your breath. Dark places shall be none.
She's melting houses of gold.
And the kids cry out. We're spinning off the edge of the world. Out in the night. Never had no chance. Nowhere to hide. Spinning off the edge of the world. Out on the sun. Never had no chance.
Oh, it's cool. Oh,
What have you done? Trace your steps in the darkness. Oh, and I once were seeing minds whisper to me.
Dead arms must carry the Lord.
And the kids cry out. We're spinning off the edge of the world. Out in the night. Never had no chance. Nowhere to hide. We're spinning off the edge of the world. Nowhere to run. Never had no chance. How comes the
outside. Oh, where'd you go? I want you to be inside of me. And you. You also. Shots of Mate Kudasai. Get bigger. Get bigger. Get bigger. Get bigger. Get bigger. Okay, here we go. Conversation. Someone asked me, okay, so what's their dealio? How is Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Barack Hussein Obama, keep going back, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, keep going back, all the way back to, I don't know, Kennedy, keep going back further and further and further. What's the one thing they all have in common? Each and every single one of them. What's they have in common? Every single one of them. Every American president. He says this all the time. What do they all have in common? Every one of them. If you guys say reptile, I'm going to get pissed. I did an experiment. That is nothing what I'm asking. But anyway, I did an experiment with new fallen snow. Did it turn yellow? I melted it in a pot, and it had magnetic metal in it, a lot of it. Are you taking your medication? Okay. There's a lot of it. It's in dark green lights. It must be from the chemtrails. Okay, keep going down. Okay. The dark green looked black until you need to take your medicine and sit in the corner for a little bit. Now, I've been telling you, Mandela out, practice your origami. If you can't do that, just take small pieces of tape and coil it up into balls and throw it against the wall. Watch it stick. It's funny because it'll roll down sometimes on the wall. You'll be entertained by that. You should boil that into a pot of water. Take some wrapped tape and boil it into water and see what color it is. Write it in the sidebar. We'll chime in on that. Secret societies. Secret societies. Yes. RH. Oh, here we go. Ladies, RH negative, all related. Related. Yes. Every secret society is made up of RH negatives. It comes back from the originals, from way back. They were assigned to take care of the people. That's what their jobs are. It's what they do. They take care of the people. That's what they're assigned to do. That's their life's goal is to take care of people. That's it. That's it. So the entire families are related. They're all genetically related, all the way back to the same fucking allele. They carry the same gene all the way down the line. Okay. And of course, they have secret societies. Basically, they join clubs. It's just clubs of the Rh negative clubs. Families, no families. They're all technically related. So they all get together and have whatever's. But one of the biggest things, that's not the question. I'm just starting the whole thing. That's not the important part. We're just establishing some sort of control first. Then I'm going to tell you what they do. Rh negative, all related, going down. As someone did a vid on I tried it. Good. Cool. Do you have animals you should play with? Okay, I was a skeptical of this one. Were you skeptical? But you were successful in finding out it's chemicals, and that if everything's a simulation and nothing's actually real and everything's kind of just dumb and just made up bullshit, then perhaps you should stop believing in all those conspiracies and just come to reality. Just suggesting. Or stay in a fantasy world where you look up and it's all chemtrails and all kinds of fanciful stuff where chemistry's all over the place. But, you know, you could find anything in anything. You could find anything in snow. You should boil the yellow snow next time. See what kind of colors you get out of it. Mandela Mao. Okay, I was skeptical. Okay. What is the question? They say, okay, so what is it that they do in those groups? Now, let me say this. When I was in the United States Navy, I had a lot of jobs. And I actually had multiple different jobs. Depends. They're all TAD. Temporary Assigned Duty. It's called TAD. Temporary Assigned Duty. And so I was temporarily assigned duty to a lot of fucking weird little things. And secret societies, they call them, are just little get-togethers, little family reunions. They're just people that get together. They're all technically biologically related because they're Rh negative. And they know each other, and it's easy. Now, I was able to get in there because I'm an O negative, so I can walk on in. They do a blood test. So you're at the door of some of these places, and you have to, they do a thing where they prick you and take some blood from you. They prick you, and they take some blood from you. And then they test your blood. And if you're an Rh negative, they let you proceed. Now, when you go in there, now remember, there's multiple different places you can go. Now, having said that, when you go to these little get-togethers, when I was in the military abroad, wearing just regular street clothes, just supposed to walk around and just look at things, take in information, do whatever I do. Myself, and I. It was easy for me to get in because I'm an O negative. Pure blood at that. So when they ran my DNA, they noticed I have pretty good fucking solid blood. It's just like Donald Trump says. Good genes. Good genes. Good breeding. Smart boy. Good genes, good girl, smart girl, good genes, always good genes. He likes to hire good genes. Good genetics, genes means genetics. Good genetics, solid genetics, old ancient genetics. That's what he says. That's why he hires this particular cabinet. His cabinet that he has all have a particular genetic line. They all pass the prick test. They test their blood. So when I had my blood tested, I was able to go inside. And again, once you're in the party, you have a particular volume of particular alleles, genetically speaking. You have particular genes that qualify you to go into other particular areas of exploration. within the confines of the establishment of this little fucking private party get together of only the 1% of the world population that's allowed to go in. That's it. If you're an RH positive blood, you don't get in. You do not get in. You do not get in. You are stopped at the door. You are told to fucking leave. And then they usually beat the fuck out of you to find out who the fuck told you where the place was that everybody was getting together. Usually an RH positive tries to get into an RH negative little fucking get together soiree. They're not going to make it down the street. They're going to find their head on a fucking pole somewhere. They're going to be skinned alive or all kinds of bad shit. They're going to get information out of them. You can't be there. You are not allowed. So, now remember, nothing I say is true. Strictly bullshit. Having said that, getting inside, they give you a list of places you can go. Authorizations for things you can do. If you're an A negative, you can go into areas where A negatives blood types can hang out, do certain things, have whatever fucking fun. B negatives go where the B negatives are. B negatives hang out with the other B negatives. They sit at that table. Go to that table. B negatives, go over there. O negatives. O negatives, well, they go their own area. They're the alphas. The O negatives are the alphas. The O negatives can go to all three if they want to. An O negative can have the run of the fucking place. They can go anywhere they want. Mostly they go with their own and hang out with their own. But they can, in fact, wander all through the maze and talk to the Bs and talk to the ABs and all that fun stuff. Now, if you're an AB negative, you get to hang out with either the A negatives or B negatives or both. Bounced off the range. Okay, Mandela Mile, I'm going to read yours. Okay. Pure blood is golden blood. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Yeah, you read the internet. We get that. You may still be able to get AIDS if your blood is watered down. Okay. AIDS and you know what I mean. Okay. Jesus hung with drunks and whores. Yeah, he hung out with drunks and whores. Yeah. Well, that's what he hung out with. Yeah. Yeah, of course. He hung out with drunks and whores. Jesus was rich. You understand? Back at that time, he was filthy rich. Joseph, his father, was royal. Joseph, his father, was from the line of David. Joseph, his father, was an RH negative and from the line of David. You see, he's part of the royal line. So Jesus, when he ran around saying, he didn't say he was God. He said he was king. He was king. So when people come up to me and they talk about Jesus, I'm like, well, Jesus was right. He was king, legally, on paper, biologically, lineagely. He was the king of the Jews. I mean, technically, yeah, he was the king of the Jews. He was king of Judea. He was a king Judean because biologically, his father, Joseph, was from the lineage of David. That's that. That's simple. There's no fucking weird thing about that. There is no conspiracy. There is no, everyone's like, why was he killed? Because he is legally and technically the king. Biologically and legally. Technically, his dad was Joseph. Comes from the line of David. So, yeah. Yeah. It's on the same subject. So, yeah. His father was an RHO negative from the line of David. Jesus was born. It's his son. So he ran around telling people he was the son of Joseph. Everyone knew it, which means technically everyone knows that Joseph, his father, comes from the line of David. But there were no kings in Judea at that time. There's no kings. Can't have a royal king. The royal line, kingship, that is, comes out of Rome. Rome is the royal line kingship. People in Judea did not have claim to any royal fucking whatevers. However, technically and legally, Jesus was legally from his father, his father's father, his father's father's father, all the way back up to David. David, the fucking king, the first Judean fucking whatever's big shot Hebrew king. Wasn't the first, but you know. Being a king, technically, rightfully, and not having a crown, well, what did he do? He hung out with whores and prostitutes. Oh, shit, what the fuck? He hung out with whores and prostitutes, and he should have, and he did. And because he was a king, and so he was able to hang out with anybody who wanted, because he had a lot of money. And everyone says, well, how did he run around and do all those things? Was it because God was? It was because of all the religion and blah 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 blah. He was a fucking whatever. It's not. It's because he had a lot of money, and his father, Joseph, had a lot of money because his family line had a lot of money. So he was able to afford prostitutes. He was able to afford boats. He's able to.
Mama was queen of the mambo, Papa was king of the Congo. Deep down in the jungle, I start banging my first bongo. Every monkey like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause I'm the king of bongo, baby, I'm the king of bongo bong. I went to the big town where there is a lot of sound, from the jungle to the city looking for a bigger crown. So I play my boogie for the people of big city, but they don't go crazy
Hookers,
when I'm banging on my boogie.
gambling.
King of the bongo, king of the bongo. Hear me when I come, baby. King of the bongo, king of the bongo.
Jesus had a lot of money.
Nobody like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause nobody go crazy when I'm banging on my boogie. I'm a king without a crown, hanging loose in a big town, but I'm a king of bongo, baby, I'm the king of bongo bong. King of the bongo.
All the prostitutes hung out in the fucking olive groves.
Hear me when I come, baby. King of the bongo, king of the bongo.
He could pay
Hear me
for
when I
anything.
come. They say that I'm a clown, making too much dirty sound. They
Jesus
say there
had
is no place for
fucking
little
money,
monkey in
bitch.
this town. Nobody like to
Making
be
it
in my
rain.
place instead of me, 'cause nobody go crazy when
You
I'm
want
banging on my
disciples?
boogie.
Just
I'm
make
the
it rain. Like Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Hear me
got
when I
13
come,
kids.
baby.
Making it rain. Money gets the kids.
Hear me when I come. Banging on my bongo, all that swing belongs to me. I'm so happy there's nobody in my place instead of me. I'm a king without a
Making it
crown,
rain with the
hanging loose in
money.
a big town. I'm the king of
Religion.
bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong.
Want religion? Have lots of money.
Hear me when I come, baby.
I had to throw it in there.
Hear me when I come.
Yes, sir.
Mama was queen of the
Yo.
mambo, Papa was king of the Congo. Deep down in the jungle, I start banging my first bongo.
Oh, they were all real.
Every monkey like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause I'm the king of bongo, baby. I'm the king of bongo bong.
In the desert. Making it rain. Yeah.
Hear
Oh,
me
yeah.
when I come.
Oh, yeah. Carpenters made
Hear
more
me
money
when I
than the
come,
masons.
baby. Hear me when I come.
Why, though? Okay, we're going to change the whole subject thing. We're going to talk about that. Okay, we'll go in that. Why was Joseph, why be a carpenter in a desert? If you're a carpenter in the fucking desert, that means your wood is exported. That means you have to buy lots of wood. All wood was exported, was imported. I'm sorry, not exported. Import. God, I got it all backwards. Was imported. Wood was imported into Judean times back then. Wood was imported. It was brought in by a shipping fleet. That shipping fleet was Roman. Romans had to bring in wood and they had to bring it into Judea. They had to bring it in from ships. They had to bring it in from the north, the norte, where they had all the fucking trees. They had to ship wood into what they call Jerusalem now. They had to ship it in. So he was a woodmonger. Wood. All precious woods, bog woods, oak. I mean, there is wood in Jerusalem now that dates back to way back. And that wood was imported from other fucking areas. Ships had to be brought in and drop off wood. So, if you were a carpenter and you had access to lots of wood for carpentry was very, very, very expensive because you have it carved out of wood. Most things in the desert are carved out of rock, masonry. Buildings are built from rocks. Houses were built from rocks and local wood. Wood from olive tree wood, which is not good for anything. Casetas, or was it casetas? Caseta trees, whatever. The wood is not good for building structures. It's too fucking twisted and knotty. It's pretty much half fucking bush, half tree. Good wood came from the north and was imported from the north. Had to be brought in by the Romans. The Romans brought wood to Jerusalem, where Joseph was rich enough to purchase it. And when he purchased wood as a carpenter, which is just a label, it's carpenter is just someone that is a woodmonger. He brought in all kinds of wood. There's no wooden houses in those times. If you had a house made of wood, you were a fucking rich bastard. If you had anything made of wood, especially wood that was imported from the north, from the northern tribes, it cost a lot of money. So by saying that he was a carpenter, anthropologically, historically, archaeologies, when they did all the wood testing, it all came imported from from other countries. So Jesus, in other words, was the son of a very wealthy man that was technically and legally the king of the Judeans. So, when it comes to religion and arguing shit for fucking Jesus on his side, he was not lying. He was, in fact, the real king of Judea. When the priests found out that he's running around screaming that he's king by law, by rule, by whateverology, the Levites, which are the priests, decided to kill him because if he becomes in charge, oh no, they're going to lose their jobs. Shit. You know, the Levites, they worshiped a donkey-headed god. Levites are priests. They come from the line of Levi's. The Levi's, ironically, with the Mandela effect, for those of you guys with the Mandela effect, for those guys that think you have the effect, for those of you guys, okay, hold on. Shit, I forgot. I shifted. Hold on. For those of you guys with the Mandela effect, for those of you guys that think you have the effect, for those of you guys that quantum jump like myself, and for those of you, my primary audience, get the fuck off drugs. God damn, I almost forgot. Oh, that was close. Son of a bitch. That was close. I almost forgot. Huh. Fuck. Wow, that's embarrassing. Carpenters in the desert making bank. Yeah, Hollywood. The Hollywood. Yes, the Hollywood tree. Good Mandela Mile. Keep going. You're doing well. Hey, Mandela Mile. I can't speak on the other channel about unsub this. Why are you still? What the hell? Helicopter. Hold on. I didn't know anything about this. Helicopter. It's gonna come right on top. Here he goes. I'm gonna read that again. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so hey Mandela Mile, I can't speak on the other channel, but to effing unsub this BS, why are you still hanging around? Well, you got to remember there's a lot of Mandela Miles. It's just a CB handle that a lot of different people use, because I've people put Mandela Mile in the box, like timeout box or the kick out box, and there's usually a lot of them in the box. I'm like, oh fuck, how many Mandela Miles are there out there? So I figured out a long time ago it's more than one person. You're actually yelling at probably somebody else. It's not the same person. The Mandela Miles. Hey, George, I'm bored, except me. Hey. Oh, no, he's on to Mandela. Mandela sometimes a male, sometimes is a female. Depends on what fucking group wants to use the fucking handle. They don't want to, they, who identify as they, Mandela Miles are they, will not be an individual that wants to come in and just be themselves. They have to use the Mandela Mile name to come in and fucking say things. And they usually say things like chemtrails, old ass debunked stuff. Just get things stirred up. Just sidetrack the whole fucking thing. Unrail the entire train. Just saying random things all the time. It makes no sense. But Mandela Mile's awesome. It's been there since the beginning, so always there. In fact, I'm so used to Mandela Mile. I don't want to make fun of George. George's fucking solid. I don't want to make fun of a lot of you, but Mandela Mile is fun to make fun of, so it's easier. Mandela Mile, I hear you. I'm trying to have a conversation with like-minded individuals, and I get typed out. Like, Mandela Mile could make it in there because it's just another one. So Mandela Mile gets timed out all the time too, but then they just jump in with another one. So you understand that's why Mandela Mile doesn't get timed out, because you could time out one of them, but then the other one will just jump in right afterwards. They've got the same handle. There's several of them. It's a they, not a him or her. I know, again, I had to, every once in a while I go into my box to see who has been put into the box, like who has been banned from my channel. And there's Mandela Mile, a whole shitload of them. And you just, nothing you can do. Bobby, you mean as much to this as... That's the bored kangaroo stuffers. George, ignore the... Oh, okay, see the... Okay, you see what I'm saying? Here he comes again. So, going back to the original story, going into those places and having your blood checked and getting approved and saying, oh, you got the golden ticket. So they would give me the golden ticket. Your DNA matches the fucking this list. And because you're on this list, you can talk to those guys. Fucking cares. The old those guys, the RHO negatives, ancient ones. Now, having said that, here we go. Why, within certain fucking groups, as Daniela W. says, secret societies with the RH negative fucking same whatever blood factors, peoples, why are some of them better than the other ones? Because even within the RHO negative group, and I'm talking about the RHO negative alphas, how is it that in their group, they also have those that are higher than the other ones, according to their DNA? That thicker, more pure blood they are, the most pure blood that they are, the more inclined they are to have reincarnated. Now, let me say this from somebody in particular, people in particular, individuals in particular. The entire secret society structure, if you guys want the fucking whole thing in a nutshell, is reincarnation. Now, understand this. In Buddhism's, Buddha himself, dies. Buddha, whatever the fuck his name was, original name was, before he was Buddha, he was a filthy ass, disgustingly rich motherfucker. Rich fucking child, fucking king child, prince child, just like Jesus. Just like all them other motherfuckers. All them iconic religious fucking guys. They all have the same fucking story. They come from their father, their father's father, their father's 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 father. Now, they believe in reincarnation. So in the religion, the world religion of Buddhisms, when the Buddha dies, they look for his reincarnated self. So he's reincarnated, and they have to find him. You see, the Dalai Lama is the reincarnation of Buddha. So, when searching for a new Dalai Lama, they got to go out and look for all these children. Where did he end up? There was a movie that Keanu Reeves made where he was the child Buddha. He was an American child with Asian ancestry. And so he somehow was an RH negative, and he was connected to that fucking whatever line. His blood was pure enough to have been a candidate, and was a candidate in the movie to be the Buddha. And so when they look for the Dalai Lama, the new one, they look for all these children that potentially the Dalai Lama, after he died, reincarnated into. I have never died. How about? Okay, what? Anyway, if she's paid this much attention to her own man, I'd be love. I'm venting my. It's fine. Her man is a king. Okay. Okay. When the Buddhists look for the new Dalai Lama, so the Dalai Lama dies, and then all of the high council do this thing where they go out and search for the reincarnated child of the Dalai Lama. And when they have all these children, they do these particular ceremonies to see if the child remembers, who has particular memories of the Dalai Lama that just passed away. So they have to do this ritual, all these particular rituals. So in these secret societies, these groups, they all believe in 100% reincarnation. There's no such thing as death. Death does not exist. They just shift timelines. So when one of them die, for example, comes a helicopter. For example, when George W. Bush Sr. died, he could not wait to come back as a baby. So, when George W. Bush died, they went searching for his reincarnated self. You understand that? So there was a child born that has all the memories and all kinds of things. After the rituals, they find out this child is the reincarnated child of Bush, or George W. Bush Sr. They found him as a baby, being born and getting older. And they give him, the baby, the little kid, all of the messages that George W. Bush Sr. does on paper for his next self, for his reincarnated younger version of himself. So that child is growing up in the secret society, knowing that in his past life, he was in fact George W. Bush Sr. that died, came back, and he was him. Now, George W. Bush Sr. also had the same kind of lineage, paperwork put in front of him from the person who died before him that he was. And they do this thing where they follow down the line. So every child, just like the Buddhists, just like the Dalai Lama, is given all the information and literature from their predecessor, their selves, before they died. So when you go into one of them eyes wide shut fucking whatever places, and you meet up with that fucking group, you go meet them, they actually believe that they were a significant, important figure from the past. They are carrying the badges of their prior ancestral self, going through the thing. You see, these secret societies have one rule. They don't die. They just reincarnate. So, Elon Musk has a book. He knows who he used to be, he thinks. And Donald Trump, RHO negative also. Elon Musk, RHO negative also was given a book on who he used to be. So when you see these particular peoples, these elites, they are not the people you're looking at. So if you're looking at Barack Hussein Obama has his own little book on who he used to be. They're just playing a persona, a particular thing, playing out their part of somebody else they used to be in from the past, and they incorporate everything in the history of their ancestral timeline to be that person they are presently. So if you look at Elon Musk, he might think he was Jesus, and so he thinks he's Jesus. He's going to have all that Jesus literature given to him, just like the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama used to be Buddha. The original Buddha dies, reincarnates, dies, reincarnates, dies, reincarnates, dies. Each and every successor that becomes the newborn version of Buddha has all that information from the prior person and from that person and from that person. They're given their life in a book to open and read who they were thousands of years ago. They just keep being reborn. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, hello, man. Okay, I wonder reincarnation skips generations. It does not. How can you be sure? Maybe heaven is good. Heaven is good for a little. Okay. There's no such thing as heaven. Okay, there's only hell. Maybe. Okay. I can't be. How can you be such? Get rid of all the troglodytes. Okay. Okay. They all want to come right back. What if we get to choose? Do you get to choose? I mean, do you know who you were, Mandela Mile, or all of you? Do you guys know who you used to be? Do you guys remember who you were in your past life? Do you remember who you were in the past life before that? Do you remember who you were in the past life before that? Do you have your memories from your entire fucking lineage from the day the original you were born, from way back thousands and thousands of years? Do you remember all the way back then? Do you remember that? So, most of them don't have the memory. They're given a book. They're given stories. They're given all the stuff that they would give a kid for fucking fantasy stories. And that kid is being told that they come from that particular person. And so they continue down the line, they read all the stuff, and then they become and they identify as that person. For example, Kanye West wholeheartedly, still to this day, believes he is the reincarnation of Jesus. He believes he was reincarnated from Jesus. Way back. Like way back. He believes it. He actually believes it. And that's why all his wives are like, you're not, dude. Kanye West. You're not Jesus. But he thinks he is.
Everyone's saying different things to me.
Oh, yeah.
Motionless sweet, nothing is real. Wasting my time in the waiting line. Do you believe in what you
Cheers.
see? Everyone's saying different things to me, different things to me. Everyone's saying different things to me, different things to me. Everyone's saying different things to me, different things to me. Everyone's saying different
I don't know what that means. One, I don't know what that means. Useless bird. I don't know what that means. Fruit. I don't know what that means. Dodo. I don't know. You shall know them by their fruit. Yeah, it's from the Bible. Fucking here. It's called Stupid. Written by people that worship a donkey. I figured, yeah. Fruit that smells like stinky feet. Okay. She's hot as fuck. She can get an OnlyFans and let me chat. Who's hot as fuck? You gotta turn me on to that one. Who's fucking hot as fuck? Wait, who's hot as fuck? Who the fuck is hot as fuck? Fuck. So back to the story, anthropologically speaking. When you go to these elites, the elite secret societies, blah, 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 bullshit. They're a group of RH negatives that get together and they go through their entire fucking thing where they go to the reincarnation thingies and they're given who they were in their past life. And it's assigned to them, and that's who they think they are, and they'll always be that person, and they're constantly reminded who they are. For example, Donald Trump thinks he's some sort of Roman emperor, like a Caesar or whatever. He was given to it as a kid. He's got the whole stories for it. Elon Musk has the same thing. Barack Hussein Obama had the same thing. Sleepy Joe had the same stories. All of them had the jobs given to them as children or born into it. That means they know it from the fucking beginning. That means each and every one of them, when they talk about conspiracies, they get together. They identify themselves from the original people from way back. And they go through that, who they reincarnated from, who they reincarnated from, who they reincarnated from. So when you go to those fucking groups, you're literally talking to someone who's been assigned to be the reincarnation of Jesus. So who are you? Are you Napoleon or Jesus? I was Genghis the Khan. Were you? Who told you were, like, you talked to them? Who told you that you were Genghis Khan? I went to this. We have a secret society where we all get together and we all agree on who each other was in the past life. And we identify ourselves as that mythical character to be the person we are now and to play that fucking part out. Play each and every part based off their mythological, identifiable, reincarnated self. I'm like, wow. Wow. Now, when I was at them parties, I had to come up with something myself. And I always tell them, yeah, I was a stool checker. I was a royal stool checker in my past life. I checked feces. I was a low-end RH negative, and I was taking care of a great emperor. At my job, I was assigned to be a stool checker. I had to check his shit, check his poo-poo. I used to look forward to my days because I know the king, great emperor or whatever's would take an early morning squat, and there's my fucking, oh yes, let me Oh, let me smell this. Write this down. Smells like the king is eating too much fiber. Let's get him any problems with the stool. Let's look at it. Oh, let's get the instruments out. Let's split apart the shit of the emperor and everything. Oh, yes, I could clearly tell. He's been getting up middle of the night and eating pistachios. Clearly tell he's swallowed a couple of fucking pistachio shells. It's stuck in his stool. Fuck, he likes pistachios. You could tell a lot about a person by their poop. Oh, yes. Tells everything about what they do, where they go, how they ate, what's the feelings of it, all this wonderful stuff of a fucking log of shit. So, if I did go to what were you in your past life? Napoleon and Jesus, and who are you? Genghis Khan, and fucking who are you? I was a stool checker. Come again? Yeah, I checked stools in my past life. Stool checker. I was a stool checker in my past life. I also check piss. I look at the piss, smell the piss, take a little sip of it, drink it, spit it out. Oh yeah. Oh, the emperor needs to drink more. Not enough salt in his piss, so he might want to put a little more salt on his food. And spit out his piss, look at his fucking shit, cut it apart a little bit, little thin slices, to put it in the microscope. Let's look at the fucking ruler's feces. It's a lot of hard work to be a stool checker. So I always tell them I'm a stool checker in my past life. In fact, the truth be told, that was a lie, because I don't know, stool checker. When I went to go see, me and my brother went to go see my older brother, which is weird. You know, my older brother, he went to go see one of them people that could see your past life, because he wanted to know who he was in his past life, because my older brother thought he was a woman, because he's a transvestite, so he thought he was a woman. So the fucking whatever medium told my older brother that he was in fact a woman. Like, okay, cool, that fucking works. That's why you're like that. And she's like, you want me to read yours? Like, sure. Fuck, I'm already here. She went to the cards. She was confused. She was really confused. She'd go back to the cards. She'd reshuffle. She's putting her fucking hands in the air. Some crazy ass bruja fucking whatever. Charmer, necromancer. She was like, okay, so, I go, what do you see? My past life?
Swaying in the summer breeze.
Cool.
Showing off their silver leaves.
I was a female giraffe, and I was actually a pregnant female giraffe that was killed by a lion in the savannah.
All our cares away. Just you and I.
That's it? Yeah.
Sweet.
Wasn't I a great warrior? Like, nah, you were a pregnant female giraffe that was taken down by lions. Lots of fucking female lions. They fucking ripped you apart. Ate the baby in your stomach and everything.
They say that all good things must end someday.
Happy to be a human. Shit, got a dick. It's not so bad here. Was a dead female giraffe.
But don't you know that it hurts me so?
Dead
Say goodbye.
pregnant female giraffe killed by fucking lionesses
Have to go.
in savannah.
No. And when the rain
Mentally scarring.
beats against my window pane,
Don't get your past life
think of
regression
summer
done.
days again.
You won't like what you hear sometimes.
Dream of you.
My little brother Eric was black. He's like, oh, what?
They
He was
say
black.
that all
I I was a fucking pregnant female giraffe. Mike was a chick. Damn.
Must fall.
It's much better. I'd rather be a black man than a fucking
But don't you know
pregnant
that
female
it hurts
giraffe.
me so to say goodbye to
You know-
you. Wish you didn't have to go.
So I lied.
No,
In my past life, I was not
when the rain
pregnant
beats
female
against my
giraffe that was
window
killed by
pane,
female lions.
I'll think of summer
Savannah.
days again
I was a royal
and dream of you.
stool checker.
And dream of you.
What were you guys in your past lives? A lot of RH negatives always come up to me and tell me who they were. Like I met a girl who told me she was what's her name? Helen from Troy. Helen from Troy. I met Helen from Troy. She was an O negative, pure reincarnate, and she was actually the fucking reincarnation of Helen from Troy. I met her. I refuse to write aeronoids, whatever is incorrect. Laugh out loud. Stool. Okay, Bobby, please play Alpha and Omega. I'll play it right now. Don't worry. I'll play it. I met the Helen of Troy once. And in this reality, here in her reincarnate, she worked for a communications company where she explained to me that all the old guys were the ones, it's like nepotisms and stuff. She could never get a raise and life was hard for her. And you could see it in her face, but she was well fucking maintained when it comes to working out. But at the same time, she had way too much sun and she had no ass and medium breasts, not much there to fucking look at. And she was a nice person. She was friendly, welcoming. I would not have sex with her though. Fuck that. But the thing was, she used to be Helen from Troy. She wasn't very handsome in this reality. They're reincarnate. But I was like, nah, yeah, you were actually. Fuck me. Took a little bit of a downturn there. But friendly as hell. Good personality. I could see someone being very happy with her because she was a nice person. Now, I say these things because I didn't have a mom growing up, so I don't know how to fucking express myself other than say things like threats, things like I'm fucking telling the truth. Now, I would not have sex with her. Now, I guess I would if I was drunk. Like, if I was really fucked up, like I'm gotten fucking high, whatever, I'd let her just go on the knob. Go ahead, just rub it out. Fuck it, I don't mind. You know, if you were actually Helen from Troy, then, you know, fuck me, man. But, you know, clearly this is what you were incarnated into. She remembered herself. Boy, did not look like the other original Helen from Troy. You know, we all hit number one at one point. So she had Helen of Troy. You know, that was her go point. He had a fucking war over her. Like, that's badass. But after that, her reincarnate just kept going down a fucking notch. Like, fuck. Really went down a notch. Huh. Helen of Troy. Thanks, Captain. Helen was sorry, assless and soulless. Sucking a cock is a Yeah, I know you fucking talked about cocksuit. Okay, what's the okay, what was it? Alpha and Omega. No, but I actually met the Helen of Troy. I'm like, wow, you actually are. She was an O negative, and she showed me her ID and all this fucking stuff and all what she was told. She was Helen of Troy. Okay, go back. Alpha and Omega. Alpha. That's still a fucking Mandela effect for me. Alpha and Omega. Because there was no Alpha or Omega anything ever in my reality. Oh yeah, I can tell what you want. Okay, let's which band though? They have a lot of bands have that. Oh, there's a lot of Alpha and Omegas. A lot of people with music with Alpha and Omega. Huh. Which one? That one? Must be popular. Is that the one? Huh.
Sing it again.
You surprise me sometimes. You surprise me sometimes.
We give you all the glory.
This is out of Africa. Yeah, it's out of Africa. Wow, man. Haley Owens. Jimmy by Tool. Oh. Wait, is that the Alpha and Omega? I'm really confused. Yeah, the beginning and the end of the first one. Reincarnation. Who were you in your past life? What do you remember? I was always able to remember my entire fucking past life. Why? Am I magic? No. It's because I went through a windshield as a little kid, and so my brain was all fucked up. And I hit the ground, and I fucking died at the scene. This fucking ambulance showed up. My dad's like, he ain't gonna die. And then I showed up to the hospital, and I didn't die. So I've always had brain problems. Then my mom went mentally ill and fucking left, so shit.
We give you all, we give you all, we give you all.
So I've always been able to remember my past life, which means I'm mentally ill. I remember nothing. You should remember nothing. But I remember who you were, though. A lot of people ask me, who was I? You don't want to know. Sometimes it's better not to remember. You don't want to actually know who you were. I was a pregnant fucking giraffe on the savannah, eaten by lionesses, because male lions don't actually do anything but sleep all day.
Come on, say it again. We give you all.
I know it's bad. She's like, oh, okay. That's what Ralph wanted. Don't blame me. Shit. Hear that. Take this song. Run with it. Danielle W's like, oh, thank fucking God. It's much better, right? Oh, God, this is so much better. Oh, my God. A lot of people are like, oh, I take my shoes off. But the other one was good, too. Ralph put out a good fucking... Hello, Haley. Yeah, I took... Yeah, that's another African. Amen. Amen? Amen Ra? Amen? Top ramen? Top ramen Ra? Amen. Amen Ra. Isn't that a fucking goat head god? Amen Ra. In Judaism, they're just fucking Egyptians that worship animals. Who is Yahweh? Fucking animal. Animal-headed guy.
On a morning
Hair.
from a Bogart movie. In a
Bobby,
country
Ralph
where they
was
turn back time.
in a flood. He
You go strolling
protected
through the
his
crowd
kids and
like
made it work.
Pete Lawrence
He's home now.
contemplating a crime.
Cool.
She comes
That's what
out
he's
of
supposed
the
to do.
sun in a silk dress, running like a watercolor in the rain.
Never celebrate someone that's just supposed to do what they're
bother
supposed to do.
asking for
No one's ever gave me
explanations,
a
just
fucking
tell you
trophy.
that she came.
Good
The
for
year
him.
of the cat.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do. All men. For real? You're
She
concerned,
doesn't give you
Mandela Mile?
time for
Fuck.
questions as she locks up your arm in hers, and you follow to your sense of which direction.
Don't let it go to his head.
completely disappears. While the blue tiled walls
Never
mark
celebrate
the
your
stars,
actions,
there's a hidden door
because it
she
takes away
leads
the
you
magic.
to.
Let heroic
These days, she
things
says,
go.
I feel my life just like
To
a
the side.
river running through
It's best
the year
to
of
be a
the cat.
hero in silence. Never tell anyone what you've ever done. Never brag about doing anything. Never know your strengths. Once you give them away, they'll take them from you.
While she looks at
Although
you
that's
so
badass.
cool, and her eyes shine like the moon in the sea. She comes and
That is
says,
badass.
I'm Julie. So you take her,
You gotta shout that
find
out.
what's
Badass is
waiting
badass.
inside. The year of the
Way to go,
cat.
Ralph. Saved his children a little bit more time. Massive flood, power outage. He's warming the fire now. Message. Now. You don't leave me the message. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. Good for him. This song is for him. That's what I'll give him. I'll give him a song. And then I'm going to get a copyright strike. It's good. That's good.
But just look at that girl with the lights coming up in her
He'll like this song. Send him this song. Say,
She's got to be
Bob
so
sent you this
very
song.
brave.
And he's gonna like rock it next to the fucking fire and shake his head and say, God
All the
damn,
guys on the corner
tomorrow's gonna
standing
suck
back
also.
there walk on by. She's got
Just
to be
another
so
bad
very
day.
brave. She must be so
Just
very
another bad
brave.
day. Thank you, sir. May I have another? That's how you approach life. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Blood, children screaming. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I heard her talking with her friend when she thought nobody else was around. She said she's got to be somebody's baby.
Maybe it's his first flood.
She must be somebody's
Won't be his last.
Cause when the cars and the signs and the street lights light up the town,
He'll probably have to do it one more time. And one more time. And always one more time.
she must be
There's no end to it.
She's got to
Suffering is a
She's
gift.
She's gonna be
Enjoy it.
somebody's
The elite don't get it.
Gonna shine tonight.
They don't have it.
Yeah.
They're all
She's
kings
gonna be
and queens.
somebody's baby tonight. I try to shut my
Good to
eyes,
suffer.
but I can't get her out of my
Takes
sight.
more balls than getting a lump.
I know I'm gonna know it, but I gotta get over my pride.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm just gonna walk up to her. I'm gonna talk to her tonight.
Are you kidding me? Not really. Let me explain it to you guys. If you guys are like talking about Daniela, you guys have no idea what that woman went through. She had a pregnant llama that she had to help give birth to, had to be there to give that fucking llama's baby, had to call having llamas, owning llamas that's going to have a baby and being there in a panic as the fucking llama's gonna give birth and having all that stress of getting motherfuckers out there because she don't want to see her fucking female llama die is a lot of stress. And also being pregnant herself and giving birth in the house by herself with just midwives in the house, not in a hospital. So Daniela, W, not only helped a fucking like in a frantic fucking whatever state, running around trying to arrange shit, get people fucking there to make sure her fucking animal's gonna live through the fucking night. Her herself had to give birth in her house with no medications, no fucking injections, no nothing of anythings, but to actually give birth in your house, screaming with other women holding you up, fucking whatever's, and just the pain in that, suffering in that. That's a lot of suffering. So when I gave her the fucking gun and the badge to take motherfuckers out, I'm like, go for it. Because that's a lot of pain. Like, can you imagine females? They're all like in a hospital with all kinds of it. This one's in a tub. This one's doing that. This one has a fucking someone playing music. This one's doing a reincarnation ceremony. This one's banging on fucking gongs. This one's screaming in the fucking living room, having a baby. Boom. Boo. You know. When people make fun of her, it's like, you guys don't know what that girl went through. This is not a lie. Go ahead, Danielle W. She went through a lot of shit. Friends that were on fucking overdose, like overdosing. She's just a lot of shit. You guys
invitation to arrive. Going to a party but no one's still alive.
She's not a schmuck.
Waiting for an invitation to arrive.
She's went through her suffering days too.
We're going to a party with no one's still alive.
Imagine giving fucking childbirth with nothing but a bunch of fucking midwives
Walking down the street,
screaming your ass off, squatting, dropping a fucking baby on a fucking car.
Who could ask for more?
Ah,
Everybody's coming, leave your body at the door. Leave your body and soul at the door. Don't run away, it's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can't see. Don't run away, it's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can't see. I was struck by lightning, walking down the street. I was hit by something last night in my sleep. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Everybody's coming, leave your body at the door. Leave your body and
good out
soul at the door. Don't run away, it's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can't see.
oh, it smells good out here.
Don't run away,
Got a perfume
it's
smell.
only me. Don't be afraid of what you
Oh,
can't
wow. Perfume smell outside.
It's only me.
Wow. Wow, it smells good. Oh my god, it smells good out here. Oh my god. Ooh. God damn, it smells good out here. There was this fucking smell in here. There's a smell. Oh my god, it's like fucking perfume, but like flower perfume. I don't like perfume, but I like the smell of flowers and all kinds of sweet on the end of it. Oh my god. Oh, missing all the fucking conversation. Getting drunk. Remember who you guys get mad at. I myself was picked on a lot and continue to be picked on. Nobody knows what I've done. Nobody knows the good I've done. Nobody knows anything that I've done. Nobody knows anything. Some people do. But I don't fucking, there's no picture or portrait of me on a fucking wall. There's nothing important about me anywhere. They took my fucking house. They took everything from me. Everything. Everything was taken from me. I have just the bare minimum to get me by. Doing math, watching the fucking coin, getting a good fucking meal, having drinks. The bare fucking minimum. My God doesn't give you gold. My God doesn't give you anything but the bare fucking minimum. You have another day to live. Means you have a hot meal. Means you need to get a little bit fucking tipsy. Here's some coldies, fucking beers. Here's a little bit of weed. Here's a little bit of the basics just to get you by. It's the basics. That's a good God. God that keeps you alive. I was in my past life. Stool checker. It's like being a meal skinner, they used to call you. You're a meal skinner. Meal skinner, come here. It's an insult. You're a meal skinner. I was a meal skinner. That means when there's no food, there's no meat, there's no buffalo, there's no nothing. You skin meals. Yes, I'm a meal skinner. In my past life, I was a meal skinner. A meal skinner. What an insult.
If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? I'm a man who doesn't
A meal skinner.
know how to say
I, my past life.
contradiction. You come and go.
You're not that guy. No, I'm not that guy. I was a meal skinner. That's insulting, right? No, it's not. It's true. Skin meals. I'm a meal skinner. That means we're out of food, so I'm feeding everyone meal meat. This is horrible meat from an old meal. I'm a meal skinner.
Our love is strong. When you go, you're gone forever. You string along.
Meal skinner, come here. Used to be a stool checker. Way back in the original days, I was a pregnant giraffe reincarnated.
Loving was busy if your colors were like my dream. Red, gold, and green.
You are nothing but. No, I used to be a meal skinner.
Every day.
You used to call bong rips before I did a bong rip. Or you were really good with the fucking whatever. Interesting fact. Buffalo had wings once upon a time. Buffalo are being reintroduced to America. The buffalo was the main staple meal. The Old West. I had fins once. Take your medicine, Manila. Buffalo milk.
You come and go. You come and go.
I'm gonna tell you a true story.
You come and go. You come.
I'm gonna tell you guys a true story. I'm not lying. I swear to God, on my life, my father said this to me.
You come and go. You come and go. Loving will be the colors of life.
My mother told me this.
Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
My dad had a scam, a really good scam going. And everyone's all fucking like, oh my God. This is amazing. Barbecues. My dad used to sell under the table for extra money camel shit to American cooks. They were cooking their food. Everyone in America is cooking their food over like briquettes, all kinds of exotic fucking woods. They're putting fucking their meat over all this beautiful cooking, open grilling, fucking whatevers. And my dad was like, camel shit will burn faster. However, will make good coals. Camel shit makes great. No, camel shit don't make coals. If you compress camel shit, it makes good coals. Couldn't cook food faster. Has a particular flavor. All this weird shit. My dad was like going into fucking stories with all these fucking guys. When I was a kid, I'm like, what the fuck? My dad was talking about selling camel shit for fucking barbecues. Barbecues, camel fucking shit, briquettes, camel shit, everything, camel shit. Oh, the fuck? Camel shit. And people bought camel shit and did their barbecues. My dad gave them camel shit. It was like charcoal version of camel shit, and they were cooking their fucking food, and they were like, they telling my dad, what the fuck is this? My dad said, it's camel shit. Cooking your barbecue over camel shit. They're cooking their fucking barbecue over coals, exotic fucking woods, fruit woods, all that shit for flavors. I'm giving you camel shit. You're cooking over camel shit. And then my dad was talking about camel milk. Very nutritious. You put camel milk over the fucking food. You don't use cow milk. You use camel milk. It's a thicker, clumpier, more nutritious, holds a lot of extra spices and everything. Rubbing fucking meat with camel milk as they cook their fucking meat over camel shit. And this is in the California Central Valley. And my dad is also he worked at Spreckle Sugar. He was cleaning out trucks that had lots of chocolate. So my dad had lots of buckets of chocolate. And he also had a deal on a straight fucking line of camel shit. Camel shit and camel milk. Like he was a fucking... My dad sold shit like it was drugs. My dad was a fucking sold shit like it was drugs, but it's all legal. It's chocolate. My dad sold chocolate. He worked at a sugar factory. He sold chocolate. They used to squeegee out the old trucks, move the chocolate out, and put them into buckets. It was hot, and they would let it just warm up, and the guys are walking around the Central Valley with fucking pure ass Hershey's fucking chocolate. Lots of chocolate. My dad worked at a fucking whatever's, and he also had a fucking straight line for fucking whatever's to deal with to have camel shit, briquettes, and camel's milk for particular foods. And no one could ever figure out how my dad raised 3 boys broke, no mother, because my dad was the biggest pusher of things in the valley. Your father, he sold cocaine and he sold all these things. No, actually, my dad sold chocolate. Chocolate hits the same fucking neurons as cocaine. So my dad sold chocolate, and it's perfectly legal to sell chocolate. And he also had a direct line with some Punjabis to bring in camel shit and camel's milk. That's it. They're both legal. And everyone loved my dad. Mostly, if I were to say, women loved my dad because he had buckets of chocolate. Because he worked at Spreckle Sugar Factory in a warehouse, and he used to bring home sugar, and chocolate. Anything sweet. And he would be a candy man. My dad would fucking hand out chocolate. It's not cocaine. It's not other drugs. And women loved my dad. They loved my dad. What a way to adapt, to overcome, figure out situations. My dad's wife, my mother, left, and he had to figure shit out on his own. And chocolate was my childhood. Buckets of chocolate. Hunks of chocolate that my dad would bring to the fucking neighborhoods. Sugar that my dad would bring to the neighborhoods. My dad would trade sugar and chocolate for eggs at an egg farm in the valley, California Central Valley, San Joaquin Valley. My dad had deals for chocolate. Truth is relevant. My mom says I'm handsome. Okay. Did you kiss her on the mouth to find out if it's true? Who the fuck is Haley? I resonate with Lawrence, man of men. Lawrence of Arabia. Lawrence. A lot of females do not like you there, Mr. Armstrong. Girls are like, just let him fucking talk. Shit. The Lawrence of Arabia. Oh, yeah. He was murdered. He was riding a motorcycle in the country yard, and the English military intelligence killed him. Lawrence of Arabia, right? Killed him. Lawrence took Damascus. Lawrence took Damascus. How did Lawrence take Damascus? You got to cross the Sinai. You cross the Sinai, you take Damascus. You take Damascus, you take them fucking Turks. Turks are holding Damascus. Turks don't have shit for anything. You want to bring a fucking army in? Take Damascus, which means you got to cross the Sinai. The Sinai require camels. Camels, Sinai. No water. No fucking food. No nothing in the hot sands of the Sinai. Lawrence of Arabia had 2 fucking assistants that he protected. They were just 2 assistants. Always took care of him. One of them fell off into the sand. Long ways back. Lawrence is sleeping. You get yourself back on the camel. You put everything on your head. You lay on the camel. You go to sleep. You sleep on the camel. Camels, you sleep. Put your legs over and straddle. Put yourself in and sleep on the back of a camel. Camel rocks when they walk. And you can sleep on the back of a camel because the camel will follow water. Camels through the desert will follow water. That's how they fucking cross Sinai. Sinai is they sleep. It's really hot, but you just sleep on the back of a camel. And then you ride all day. At night in freezing cold temperatures. In the daytime, you've had very little sleep, so it's comfortable just to lay on the back of the camel in the hot fucking whatevers and sleep. Turns out that two of his fucking assistants, one of them fell off the camel, the other one fell off looking for the other one, and they're not there. So what did Lawrence of Arabia do? Turn around his camel. Got to get through this place. Keep going that direction. What are you doing? I'm going back for my fucking assistance. You'll die going back there. Every day's a damn good day to die. So, challenge for that, man. Supposed to be, but it's not going to be. It's another direction. Back into the desert. He found him. Brought him back. Stay awake all night. Sleep all day. On the back of a camel. Secrets for the desert travel. Sleep all day. Stay awake all night. That's it. It's colder at night. It's cooler at night. You can sleep better at night if you want to fucking get right up to the fucking morning hot sun. Then you go into hot sun. What do you do in the heat? Cover yourself. Sleep. Travel at night. Do things at night. Night will keep you alive. Daytime's too hot. Sleep. Lower your body temperature. When you sleep,